Hello guys, this is Ben K from Brown Swiss Capital. Just want to take this moment to thank the new members for joining the Premium Signals group, and I'll be explaining to you how to trade using my signals. Without wasting any time, let's head over to the charts. So let's assume, let's just take this random pair AUDUSD Aussie dollar, and let's assume I send a signal and I say sell the AU, okay, and I set my stop loss, maybe send you the stop loss maybe around that level, stop loss, and I say the TP somewhere way below here, and the TP maybe it's about 50 pips. Okay, so the way you are going to trade this method is there so that it helps you to book some profits, maybe half, or you book your profits as you ride the trend in direction with the signal. So what we are going to do, we are going to initially take profits at 20 pips, then the next is gonna be at 40 pips, then the next 60 pips. So this is how you're going to be locking your profits. So let's assume the trade around this level, around that level, it's already in 20 pips profits. So what we are going to do, we are going to lock, remember initial the SL somewhere about around there, and when a trade goes into profit about 20 pips, what you do as the market is still trading maybe below, or it just reached 20 pips, what you do, you shift your stop loss. You're going to set it about 3 to 5 pips below the 20 pip mark. So 3 to 5, it's a range of maybe at 17 pips to 15 pips. That's where you're going to lock at 15. When it's at 20 pips in profit, you lock whether just above there, you're going to shift your stop loss, you lock it there at around 17 pips or at 15. Just a range, you'll see which is comfortable for you. I like to prefer 15 pips to give it room. Maybe there might be a pullback, a little bit of pullback before the continuation to the downside. So what you do, it's up to you. You'll see where you are going to put it, but that's the ideal range. So when you are going to lock there, still you continue with the direction of the signal. Remember the TP, final TP I said was 50, so you are riding, but along the way you are locking at 20, 40, 60. See, so since it's 50, maybe at 40 you can lock your profits and let it run until it reaches 50 pips. So that's what I wanted to share with you. So when it's trading in 20 pips profit, just shift it about 3 to 5 pips above for a sell. If it's a buy, it's the opposite. I'm going to put it 3 to 5 pips below. When maybe this is the TP, somewhere there. When it's at 20 pips, you lock below. 17 to 15 pips, you lock. Then if it continues to reach your final TP, whatever it will be, you are still right, you are still in profit. When it decides to come back, you are knocked out with 17 or 15 pips profit. You are out. So in this typical example, if this was the 20 pip mark, by now there wasn't any reversal. If you locked at 17 or 15, there wasn't any deep reversal to kick you out, so it just went down. So in that way you'll be kicked out with profit. So if it surpasses the 20, let's assume this is the 20, the next will be the 40. You do the same thing when it's at 40. So if you feel like 40 is a whole long way, can set the next TP, can even make it 30. So at 30, 3 to 5 below, it will be 27 pips you lock, or 25 pips you lock, and let it run. So if it decides to come back, it will kick you out and you'll go home with 25 pips of profit. So that's how you're going to trade using my signals. So I'm gonna give you the stop levels, stop loss level, and a TP, which will be let's assume this is the sell entry here, stop loss somewhere there. I sent that in the signal, and your TP is way back below here. So that's how it's gonna be, but it's up to you to see that at 20, at 30, at 40, at 50 or 60, you are looking every time you reach this milestone, 20 pips, 30, 40, 60, whatever, you lock 3 to 5 below or above, depending whether it's a sell or a buy. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Hope it's clear. Maybe let me just quickly do a buy example. We just use the same thing. Let's say I say buy here at that level, stop loss below this low. I give out the buy signal to buy at that level, this level. So when it's somewhere, maybe this is the 20 pip mark, you're going to lock below. Remember, this is an example for a buy. I'm going to lock 3 to 5 below. That's 15 or at 17 pips. So if it came back, remember this is 20, if it came back and this was the 17 or the 15, you'll be kicked out, but you are out with profit. So if there wasn't any deep reversal to reach your 15 or 15 pip where you locked your profit, it would still have gone up. Maybe the TP I would have sent in the signal was this level. So you ride along as you go. Hope it's clear. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, to inquire, and I'll be updating when they reach 20 or 30 or 40. Okay, I'll be updating, and if I don't update, it's your responsibility, guys, because for me I can just let it